Hey, yeah, it's 903 boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Yeah, we got that sauce in the pot. Yeah, we got that sauce in the pot. Hey, okay, I am a winner and I don't got shit to lose. Most of these fighters just pick and choose. We finna go by some different rules. How I go at Peekaboo, y'all animated like Pikachu. Feeling like Pac when I'm in the booth. Now I understand why the cage bird sings. For 5 years felt like a dream. I was like smoking, still singing in the prison coop. Boxing water down like chicken soup. I was in middle school when I first knocked out a bigger dude. I'm speaking on issues that's critical. Yet I get ridiculed. That shit is typical. Biblical words that I speak. God got a purpose for me. Just like that bird in the tree. Ain't nothing nervous in me. Just need some bourbon to be. Ain't no more courtesy. Mustang United. This an emergency. Homie got killed on a petty ass burglar. White boy got 20 for purdy. Standing on it, no converting me. You never heard of me? Damn. But you done heard the name and you done heard me sing. Fuck it, I paint a picture that's very plain. I'm strategizing like Derrick James. I feel like Prince out the purple rain. I am a legend, man. 84, let him swing. I swear my girl favorite Etta James. I speak aggressive, man, cause I'm from Texas, man. There is no question, man. That's my profession, man. Once I stopped stressing, the blessing came. Now I'm like the sauce in the dressing, man. I am the past and the present, man. I am a winner and I don't got shit to lose. Most of these fighters just pick and choose. We finna go by some different rules. How I go at Peekaboo. Y'all animated like Pikachu. Feeling like Pac when I'm in the booth. Now I understand why the cage bird sings. Cause 5 years felt like a dream. I was like smoking, still singing in the prison coop. Hey.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, we got breaking news, shocking news, and I think it's some goddamn news we can use. First and foremost, David Benividez versus Morrell, look like it could happen in October. And it looked like we got Jermall Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez. Look like that's gonna happen in September. I guess the winner gonna face off. I'm cool with it. Now, I don't have not one problem with this. Matter of fact, I do got a problem. You wanna know my problem? Once again, I'm gonna reiterate and I take my stance. When I stand on something, I stand on that shit. I don't give a fuck if Canelo Alvarez versus David Benividez ever happen in life. As a matter of fact, fans, channels, all you boxing is just starting to make me really not give a fuck. Just like y'all say y'all got tired of Spence and Crawford and y'all tired and y'all don't even care if it happened now. You really not even excited to see it. That's how I am about Canelo versus Benividez. Not really excited, bro. If it happen, it happen. If it don't, it don't. Yeah, at this point, I do. I do boxing how I do me. We're not gonna stand up for justice now. Now, if we gonna let anything ride, we gonna continue to do that. Let this shit ride. Don't try to be an upstanding motherfucker now. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. This one I knew it was some shit. Anytime mainstream media and black media agree on some shit, I know it's some bullshit. Because one thing I know mainstream media and black media never agree on. They never agree on supporting a black fighter or standing up for a black. Mainstream media has never stood up for a black fighter. I said Benividez, he's a black Mexican, but he's also a Mexican. He's not just a black fighter. He's not considered a black. I can say he black all day long. But in boxing politics, he's a Mexican Ecuadorian, also known as a Latino. He's not considered black in boxing. So in boxing politics, all black media and mainstream media have combined and called each other and have come together for once. Because I've never seen you motherfuckers come together. I ain't never seen all you motherfuckers group up and say the same shit. Y'all have all agreed that Canelo must fight David Benividez, and that's it. And he ducking, and we ain't gonna let him make it. And Badu Jack spoke out. They say he exposed Canelo, and he tried to give him a rehydration clause. And Badu Jack at the end, he said, you need to give the fans what they want and fight Benividez. I was like, damn. That's the only name you could come up with? Listen, bro, at this point, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear. Listen, at 160, the only fight for Canelo when he had 3 of the belts was to fight Andre. Andre had the other belt. He had the WBO. That was the only fight left for him at 160. That and Charlo. He went past that division and we let that happen. Fans quit talking about it. You black media, y'all quit talking about. Y'all don't even mention that no more. Now you talk down on Charlo and Andre, and you say they need to fight each other. And remember when Canelo said y'all need to all fight each other. Y'all agree with that. When Canelo said the black fighters, Andre and Jermall need to fight each other and fight, and they need to mix it up. Y'all agree with that shit. That was mainstream media and black media didn't come together to say Canelo must fight Andre and Charlo. He must fight them. When he was at 154 and 160. No, y'all never agreed on that. So it just lets me know that, listen, bro, and you know another reason why I get mad? You want to know another reason why? And I really, really like David Benividez. This has nothing to do with, I like that motherfucker. I think he's a good person. I think he's one of the best fighters. He's one of the most fan-friendly fighters. He's one of the best fighters when it comes to giving interviews and giving his time to the people. So I respect David Benividez. Don't ever get that twisted. I respect him. I respect his father. I respect his other brother, Jose Benividez Jr. I respect the family, bro. It's just I know how boxing is. And I fight for justice. I fight for justice, and I'm biased towards black fighters. David Benividez, if you was all the way black and boxing politics just considered you black, nobody would be saying Canelo need to fight you. They would have said you beat Plant and that was Canelo's leftovers that wasn't shit. Plant outboxed you for the first 7 to 8 rounds. They would have said it was just because Plant, the damage he took from Canelo, and that's why you beat him. And if he hadn't slowed down, he would have won the fight. They would say, if you was a black fighter, they would say, man, David Morrell would do the same shit to Caleb Plant. If David Benividez in boxing politics was a black fighter, they would say, man, David Morrell would do the same shit to Plant. Andre would destroy Plant. Jermall would stop Plant. Another thing, if David Benividez was a black fighter in politics, bro, black content creators wouldn't even be fighting for him. They would say they would still be saying he on that snauter. If David Benividez was a black fighter, all of mainstream media and black media would all come together and agree that David Benividez may be snouting that powder and the Canelo don't need to fight him because if he'll snout powder, he'll use performance enhancement drugs. Yeah, that's what they would say if he was a black fighter. Conor Ben would never, bro, it don't matter what Conor Ben do in his career. With him popping dirty, that shit will always be something against him. But Canelo popped dirty, moved up and fought all the white boys of the division and became undisputed. And we said he was the pound for pound king. So let's talk real shit. Since you motherfuckers want to fight so much, Canelo beat 4 white boys and became the best fighter in boxing. And black media vouched for it. Y'all all say he was the best pound for pound. When Canelo became undisputed at 168, y'all said that was the greatest shit ever. Let me tell you something. People talk about Bud running the undisputed, and don't get it twisted. It wasn't nowhere near. Jermall Charlo has had the best run the undisputed over the last 5 years, in my opinion. But even Bud had a better run the undisputed than Canelo. That run the undisputed that Canelo had, he beat Billy Ho. He beat Callum Smith. He beat some soft ass fighters, bro. But he got all the credit in the world. So like I said, at this point, I'm through trying to expose Canelo and say I don't give a fuck about that no more. Matter of fact, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm not finna make these justice for David Benavidez ass videos. I'm not gonna make no justice for David Benavidez videos. Cause for one, like I said, it's a goddamn shame. Black fans don't fuck with Andre. Andre got 17 black fans. And they a little shaky. And you know, they barely hanging on. He got about 17 black fans. Black folks didn't speak up for him. Once again, he was at 160. He had the WBO belt. Canelo had every other belt. He had all the other 3 belts. He could have been undisputed at 160. Andre was in his prime. Canelo didn't fight him. Andre showed up at Canelo press conference, and everybody just laughed and said, he said, you want paid that? No, y'all shitting on him. So like I said, bro, don't fight for shit. If you ain't gonna fight for it all, don't fight for shit. Y'all didn't fight for the black fighters. So, you know, black media, you motherfuckers are just weird to me. I just don't know. This love y'all have for Benavidez is, y'all just, bro, I just don't know. But like I said, if he was a black fighter, we would still say he on powder. You motherfuckers still say Bobby Brown on powder. So I know if David Benavidez was black, you motherfuckers would still say he on powder. So that's all. That's my problem with boxing and how fake it is. You motherfuckers got all this fighting. You don't even... Let me quit, bro. Anyway, so I don't give a fuck about Canelo versus David Benavidez. Also, nobody's saying who gonna fight Andrade at 168. You know, people just shit on Andrade and say Andrade ain't fighting nobody, but nobody won't fight him. Everybody saying Andrade ain't done shit. Andrade just talk, but who gonna fight him? Who gonna fight him? Ain't nobody demanding, hey, Caleb Plant, man, won't you go on and pass the torch? Fight Andrade next. Fight Andrade next. You should go on and be a, what's that shit called? Goddamn. I can't think of it. But anyway, yeah, you gonna be the motherfucker that motherfuckers measure they if they ready out and shit like that. But anyway, now ain't nobody fighting for Andrade and saying who he gonna fight because nobody won't fight him. So and you got Edgar Berlanga, he finna fight quickly. Now it's a lot of shit at 168. It ain't just David Benavidez. I think let me tell you another thing. I just want to point this out, and I like David Benavidez, but you motherfuckers make me critique him. Since y'all want to give him so much credit, it just make me critique him, because I'm not with boxing, I'm not with black media or mainstream media. I'm with 903 Boxing Media, and I'm your host, Charles J, and I just speak my opinion. I don't like, anyway, the thing people never talk about David Benavidez is that he has never faced a full-blown 168-pounder that is not moved up. A 168-pounder with power. He haven't faced it, bro. His entire career, he haven't faced it. Also, David Benavidez was dropped early in his career by a no-name fighter. Just gonna tell you, I think David Benavidez is a hell of a fighter. I think he got potential to be a future Hall of Famer. He got the potential to be one of them fighters that you go back and look at his fights. He's going to be very exciting. But I'm telling you right now, David Morrell, we know he got more tools in his bag. But not only that, bro, he got devastating power. That is something Benavidez has not faced. It's going to be a tough fight for David Morrell. But David Morrell is very athletic. And he's a southpaw. He got devastating power. In my opinion, David Morrell is the hardest puncher at 168. Hands down, not even close. David Morrell is the most devastating puncher at 168. So I'm just saying he ain't faced that kind of power. And he got fat. He's quicker on his feet than David. David has very flat feet. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm finna give you an example. Like I broke down that Regis earlier, and I made that video and I said this is why I saw Devin beating him. Devin might get hurt in that fight, he might get hit with some shit, but I saw Devin outboxing him because of the ring IQ, the athleticism, and the foot movement. Regis got very slow feet, so I'm saying the same thing about David. David Benavidez got fast hands, but he got very slow feet. David Morrell got fast feet. He's very athletic, he light on his feet, and he got real punching power. And he a southpaw, so he very tricky. I'm telling you, this is a dangerous ass fight. And David Benavidez has been saying he want all the smoke, but he has never seemed excited to fight David Morrell. He said he'll fight Jaime Munguia, all kind of shit. He has never seemed excited to fight David Morrell. So I just wanted to point that shit out. Also, Canelo and Jermall. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off this motherfucker. Deep in my heart, I really think Jermall been playing possum. Because I think Ronnie told him, said, say, bro, just quit calling him out. Now, just quit calling him out, let him think you just chilling, and then he gonna wanna fight you. Yeah, just don't even call him out and act like you just chilling. Just focus on some other shit for now, and he gonna call you out. Whole time Jermall probably been training hard as shit. I'm just gonna tell you, bro, even Jermall on a long layoff with a full training camp, I got him beating Canelo because I always seen him as a better fighter. The jab alone, and let me tell you something, the jab of Caleb Plant bothered Canelo. Jermall Charlo, I'm gonna say it again, Earl Spence got the second best jab. Jermall Charlo got the best jab in boxing. And also behind David Morrell, I think Jermall got the second most devastating power at 168. Jermall Charlo can clip Canelo. And not only that, both Charlo twins got granite chins. You ain't never seen neither one of them whop. They got granite chins and both of them got devastating power. Those are two of the things they got the most in common. And they got the best conditioning in boxing. So, I got Jermall beating Canelo. I got him beating Canelo, and I got him facing the winner of David Benividez versus David Morrell. And I'm just going to say this right here. I'm going to let the fight get closer before I just give a full-blown prediction. But I'm telling you right now, David Morrell is very underrated. And I'm going to tell you another thing about him, bro. David Benividez ain't faced nobody mean like David. David Morrell is mean. And he punched with mean intentions, bro. He got the longer reach than David Benividez, too. And he's slightly taller. David Benividez like 6'1". David Morrell 6'2". Southpaw, devastating power. David Benividez has never fought a full-blown 168, a natural 168 pounder. He haven't fought him with power. He haven't fought that his entire career. And David Morrell can box. He got a good jab. I'm just telling you, and David Benividez has no defense. David Morrell slips on his defense, but David Benividez has zero defense. And he's flat-footed. And he has very slow feet. And he's heavy on his right foot. I mean, heavy on his left foot. So, I'm just telling you, this shit dangerous. And this shit may not go how you So, I'm just saying if David Morrell beat Benividez and let's just say Canelo beat Jermall, I just want to see if you motherfuckers going to fight for David Morrell. I want to see if you going to fight and say Canelo must fight. I ain't never seen you motherfuckers demand shit from Canelo his whole career. And Canelo been moving suspect his whole career. You motherfuckers ain't never band together and, well, you motherfuckers tired now? I swear, bro, y'all just like a woman that done been beat on for 5 years and now all of a sudden you want to lose and then play big. You been letting them beat on you for 5 years and now you want to come out and act like this and that and this and that. Bro, y'all been just sitting and taking that shit. Y'all just been taking this shit for over 5 years. Canelo been moving how he want to move. So, I really don't give a fuck how he move from this point on. Like I said, boxing don't need Canelo. Boxing don't need a lot of you motherfuckers. So, it's a corrupt-ass sport anyway. And at this point, I'm just talking shit and analyzing it and just checking this shit out. Because at this point, anything goes. Boxing is, it has no homeland. It's the only sport with no homeland. Boxing is the only sport where you can jump off your couch and become a millionaire overnight. It's the only sport where you can get in that ring and not see tomorrow. So boxing is a very dangerous sport, and it's a lot of politics go with it. So me, like I said, bro, like I said, when Badu Jack came out and said, you need to fight Benividez, everybody said he exposed Canelo. But when Wilder came out and said Fury cheated him, everybody shitted on him. He lying. He making excuses. So, I mean, what is justice? What are we going to fight? What do you fight for? Like I said, just watch boxing, bro. Just get drunk, pop your perks and fentanyl, do all that shit, smoke your blunts, smoke your juice, whatever you prefer, and do all that shit, drink your Dos Equis, and all that shit there, bro. Just watch the fights and shut the fuck up. This is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Joel J. With that, I'm out.